Funding wallets on TapTapSend. Step 1. Click on Create Ghana Cedi Wallets below when you open the app. Step 2. Enter amount of your choice in Ghana Cedis. Step 3. Click on the Confirm and Fund wallet below to confirm. Step 4. Your wallet has been successfully funded. Step 5. Enter amount of your choice in Ghana Cedis. Step 6. Select or add new recipient. Step 7. Choose wallet as payment method. Step 8. Click on the Pay with Wallet below to confirm. Step 9. Your transaction is successful.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Check it. Put sugar level for check it. Check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Step into a world of exquisite fragrances at Ghana's #1 perfume hub. Visit us at Rack Luxury Perfume, located in Santa Maria, Asiama Junction, or find us in New Akimota, opposite Christ Redeemed Glory Church. Just a 3-minute walk from Akimota Melcombe, your journey to finding the perfect scent begins here. Whether you're shopping for yourself or looking for the perfect gift, we offer an extensive collection for both wholesale and retail. Proudly, we are the exclusive sole distributor for the luxurious Gloria perfume. Follow us on social media for the latest updates and exclusive deals. Find us on Instagram at rack_perfumes and on Snapchat and TikTok at rack_perfumes. Connect with us on Facebook at Rack Luxury Perfumes and be the first to know about new arrivals. Reach out to us at +233 59 461 6199 or WhatsApp at 059 861 2592. Rack. Luxury perfumes. Smell unique, smell classy.
There is time for everything in any man's life. In fact, when you read the Bible even talks about it. There is time to smile, there is time to laugh, there is time to cry, there is time to weep. In fact, at every point in time, life presents itself in different forms. So if you are doing anything, just allow yourself that when the time is right, the things that are supposed to happen will happen. And trust me, at this stage, a different wind is blowing altogether, a different life is showing, and as a matter of fact, if you believe in this dream, this is the time for you to also come out boldly to make sure the agenda works and nothing else. I'm talking about the full activation of Shatta Foundation. That is what I'm talking about. For the past years, the fact that Shatta Wale had this particular idea, registered a firm or registered a company called Shatta Foundation, what it means is that he had plans to impact positively on society. And as much as he has waited to do it at the right time alone, gives me joy. That is why in my opening words I said, there is time for everything. There is time for everything. In every man's life, you evolve from one stage to the other, and it goes on like that. Today, I'm here to share all the good news with you as much as the Shatta Foundation is concerned. And I want you to join me on this journey as we do this. My name is Sammy Flex. This is the editorial, and this editorial is going to be solely based on Shatta Foundation, its activation, and some of the activities lined up for us to also be a witness, a living witness to some of them. And I'm doing this with my team, Digital Rasta, who is handling my camera for me, and Richie Flex is the editor director of the show, as well as Tap Tap Send. Tap Tap Send is also here, telling the world that this is the time for you to send money from abroad to Ghana. So today, if you live abroad and you have to send money to Ghana, no stress. Just download Tap Tap Send on your phone, put in your key details, use the promo code SammyFlex, and even activate the wallet. The wallet is there for you, so you can convert your pounds into cedis for direct transaction here in Ghana and even beyond it. Do it today and thank me later. Now, let's get into real business conversations before we say goodbye to this particular session. Now, I know this week has been Shatta Foundation. This week has been the donation at Alajo. This week has been about the Bus Stop Boys, a group of young people voluntarily who have come together to support activities of cleaning in society. And ever since they started, they have been doing it in different ways. They have been cleaning from one community to the other, and so far they have been commended for doing great jobs. And I can tell you that what Shatta did for them last week, or what Shatta did for them coming from last week, is a testament that they are yet to even see more growth, because now a lot of light is now shown on them. Now they have been discovered. Let me use that word. They have been discovered by the world. Many never knew about them. Many never heard about them until this particular donation to them. Of course, doing everything with Shatta means that the world is just going to get it just with a snap of a finger. And that is what we are all experiencing. Now, just when I woke up, I saw a post on Shatta's timeline on Facebook where he wrote that I'm about to touch many lives in this society I come from with love. I'm about to touch many lives in this society I come from with love. Kindly follow SammyFlex TV for more information. Indeed, this has been discussed extensively, and after or ever since plans came that Bus Stop Boys will be touched by the benevolence of Shatta and what he wants to do, it has been one discussion upon another in discussing what we want to even do next. And some things have been planned. Some of them, I'm sure I'll be sharing bits and pieces of to you guys until time is right for us to do it. Remember, there was a time Shatta Movement Empire had to deal with the Ghana Disabled Society, or people living with disabilities, when after our Becca show, they wrote a letter to us looking for explanation to some things that they did not understand. In fact, we were not hard on them. We decided to go the smooth way to indeed explain what happened to them. And later, the explanation, getting to understand what Shatta's actions were, and some videos that people even brought in, there was a family formation. As in, we formed a family instantly, where Shatta Movement, as well as the Disabled Society or people living with disabilities, became kind of friends. And whilst we were having conversations back then, one of the things Shatta promised them was that he is going to, as part of his social responsibilities, and that was part of plans that he had until we got closer to them, because we didn't even know how to get closer to them until that particular thing. That is why they say that in everything give thanks to God, or better still, in every disgrace there is grace. So now it has become easier for us to get connected to them, and Shatta promised them that when the Shatta Foundation is activated, fully activated, he is never going to forget them. Some of the things that he even intends to do, I'm not sure I'll be able to say all of them here, but at least he gave me a task. He gave me a simple task, and the simple task was to speak with their president and get to understand or get to know some of their needs, some of the things that they would be looking for, or some of the things that they want as an association to function well. And as a messenger, the moment the task was dropped onto my table, I couldn't disappoint. Rather, I had to make moves to get the necessary information that was to be sent to Shatta Foundation so they can work on it at the right time. Now, in my conversation with the president, I realized that they have some special needs. And I'm not sure I'm doing this to make them feel they are needy or something. I'm doing this so that maybe when it is time for Shatta Foundation to move towards them in the act of extending a helping hand to them, you at the other side can also support it one way or the other. The president actually sent to me that these are the projects needed by the organization of persons with disabilities. Number one, a trust fund to empower members economically. So what it means is that they need money, like physical cash. They need money to start what they call a trust fund to empower members economically. Because I see some people who are doing other things, though they might be physically challenged. I see some of them doing this and that, though they might be disabled. Yet, because there is capital to start some things, they are good. And anytime there is that fund, I'm sure members can just tap into it, share the little that they have, and each will live comfortably. Then again, it was said that they need a national office that will relieve us from renting at high cost. At the moment, what I know is that they don't have a national office on their own. I know they are occupying a certain building which is originally not theirs. I think it's another office. I don't want to go into that. It is another office and they are just occupying a part. They've just been given maybe a room to occupy there. And what this means is that maybe they are spending a whole lot of money to do that. They would want to get their own office that might not cost them that much. And that was also added here. Then it says, assistive devices like wheelchairs, clutches, calipers, and artificial limbs, etc. That is what they're also looking for. They want assistive devices like wheelchairs, clutches, calipers, artificial limbs. And these are some of the things they need to be able to be mobile, to be able to move. Because most of them, maybe if they have some of these assistive devices, they will be able to move, do one or two for themselves. But without some of these things, they will be idle, they will be stable, they wouldn't be able to do much. Wheelchairs for them to move about, they can sell, they can do this and that. That is also here. And again, they also want to set up regional offices by furnishing each with computer and accessories, laptops, photocopiers, printers, scanners, etc. This was also stated. They want to set up regional offices. At least we have about 16 regions in Ghana now. And if the members in this association get the necessary support, as Shatta Wale wants to know exactly what they are looking for, then it means that in the few years to come or few months to come, they should be able to proudly say that, oh, we have office in Eastern region. We have an office in the Ashanti region. We have an office in the Volta region. We have an office in the Western region. That anytime there is a project, one might not need just to walk to their office and you'll be sorted. That is what they want to do. And again, finally, they want transport for our rounds to stop hiring vehicles for making rounds. They would also want some official vehicle or car for their members. And this will also help them so that anytime they want to do some rounds, go in here and there, they would be mobile and they can move at their own pace because the car is theirs. This should not be too hard to get. As an association that is so sensitive to people, I'm sure giving them an official vehicle to work with is not too huge to ask. After speaking to the President Matthew, I got some of these things. Then I said, well, one day, I'm not too sure when, but I know one day, Shatta Foundation will start making moves to help and to sort some of these demands for the members. I know one day, maybe soon, maybe far, this particular move would start. And in starting, some people definitely would also want to come on board to support some of these moves. So why should we hide this information? We shouldn't hide it. We can even tell you so that in advance. Already, I've seen Shatta has shared his numbers, as in Momo numbers, account numbers, for people who would even want to help in advance to start doing something to help. I know he's been sharing this information on his socials that, okay, maybe you also live somewhere and you want to support the Shatta Foundation. He shared numbers and contacts that you can also contribute your quota to help some of these activities that he wants to do. He has been entertaining the world with his music, with his talent. Beyond the entertainment, while he is still entertaining people, he also wants to touch lives. Reason some of these things, I am personally involved. Reason when he said, then many people should start following Sammy Flex TV for the updates. I could not sleep, but to just go ahead and get more of this information. Now, let me also say this to even bust your mind. Ever since we had conversations about activating the Shatta Foundation, I put a proposal on the table that is going through consideration, and all things being equal, if the proposal is really gone through well, we are able to do this as part of the foundation's activities. I can tell you, if there is one guy who is being looked for to perform all over Ghana, Shatta Wale is that guy. I receive calls from promoters. I receive calls from people who would want to do gigs with him, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. This is not someone telling me something. This is Sammy Flex realizing it, observing it, and acknowledging that indeed he is the most sought after musician in Ghana. Now, this is what I suggest, or I have suggested to the office, that Shatta Foundation, in going to play at Bolga, in going to play at, say, Donkokrom, in going to play at Prestia, Takwa, Manso Kwasiso, in going to play, in fact, everywhere in Ghana, can we be leaving footprints of Shatta Foundation at where we go to play shows? So imagine, maybe when we went to Bolga, we select one school there, we go and build maybe a toilet, a classroom, we go and build something, a dormitory, something for them, which will have Shatta or donated by Shatta Foundation. And when I presented this to the office welcomed it and said, well, this should be tabled for consideration as well. So now, our shows are not just going to be for entertainment value alone, but beyond that, entertainment coupled with social responsibility. So what it will mean is that in the coming months, in the coming years, anytime you are coming for a Shatta movement show and you buy a ticket, your ticket is not only for the promoters. Your ticket is also going to support the foundation to do projects that on this day, Shatta Wale performed in this town, in this village, in this city, in this region, and whilst he was going, he launched this particular project, or whilst he was going, he commissioned this project. This is something we want to do, and it is one thing that I am ready to welcome with everything within me, because ever since I joined Shatta movement not too long ago, maybe less than even 2 years, I can tell you all the places that we've played so far around Ghana, if you were able to leave footprints of Shatta Foundation doing this and that, I'm sure like by now, the legacy we are leaving is not going to be cleaned very soon. The other day I was having a conversation with some young people when they said, oh, to them, they don't want to be legends. They want to leave a legacy. In fact, I loved that statement or that quotation they shared with me. That in this world, don't strive to be a legend. Strive to be a legacy. Strive to leave a legacy. Because when you become a legend, when you are gone, your legendary status would also go. When you are no more, there wouldn't be any relevance for your legendary status. But then, when you leave a legacy, generations upon generations, we will still be observing what you did. Like today, Ghanaians are proud and enjoying Akosombo Dam. It was a legacy left by our first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah? What are you also leaving behind as a form of your legacy? And that is what, in the coming days, in the coming years, weeks, months, that's what the Shatta Movement Foundation seeks to do. So promoters who will be dealing with us should take note of this, because I know there are so many shows in the offing outside of Greater Accra. There are so many conversations outside of Greater Accra. Remember that anytime we are coming to your region, with you, as in the promoter, the organizers, telling us what the community needs, at least we choose one of them to come execute. And that is what we'll be doing before Shatta Wale puts down his microphone. And I know that will be so many years to come. So what it means is that in the next few months, years, legacies projects that will be erected by Shatta Foundation is just going to be mind-boggling. You guys are just going to be marveled with that. But once again, it is in support of everyone who believes in the Shatta Foundation and the Shatta Movement dream. It is with the support of everyone who thinks that, yes, doing this also helps even make the brand attractive. I can tell you that after our Alajo donation of 30,000 Ghana cedis to the Bastard Boys, conversations around it, discussions around it, they have all been beautiful. Everybody is just happy that, oh wow, this is something that we should all be doing. This is something that as celebrities they should be doing. And he has been encouraged to even do more. Based on reaction, based on the after conversation, based on the aftermath, he's been encouraged to do more. Reason some of these conversations have been going on. Right after that, we've been talking like almost every day, one thing or the other on the foundation. And I know we cannot do this alone, but with you as well. So I would end it here, but just to let you know that Shatta Foundation will be coming to you anytime when it is necessary, or as much as the foundation is active, and contact numbers, those who would want to support financially in any form. You can support in any form, financially or substance. Those who would want to do that, it is open. The numbers are on the screen based on what Shatta shared on his timeline. And these are approved means to send money or to send anything to the team. The team will surely receive it. And anytime that it becomes necessary for us to do the presentation, you are not going to be left out as well. You would also feel proud that at least you supported this to make it happen. I came with a small message because we want you to follow Sammy Flex to get some insight about the Shatta Foundation. I'm doing my work. Take it as such, spread the message, and let's do more. Meanwhile, you can also reach out to me or anybody at all closer and see what you would also want to do with us. And that is what the world is looking for. Thank you for following. Thank you for supporting. And thank you to Shatta Wale as well for allowing himself to do this. He says he's a musician. He can decide to pay attention to only his music. But to add social responsibility to it means a lot. And this, I appreciate you all for. Let me say thanks to Digital Rasta Currency for doing camera for me, Richie Flex, editor, director of the show, and Tap Send for holding us down. Download the app, use the promo code SammyFlex, start sending money with ease, and let's do some more. Until then, I see you when I see you. We're out of here. Subscribe to us, and let's do more. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.